Now, if you're watching this video because you're excited about the idea of starting a dropshipping store, but you're not exactly sure how to get started, this could be the perfect video for you. See, you have to ask yourself when starting a dropshipping store, how many people do you know that started today that are upset that they did? Ask yourself, how many people do you know that persisted through the barriers that are actually upset that they started? We have to separate ourselves from the nonsense that people start in a dropshipping store when they've given up after 7, 2 weeks, or even a month's time. We really have to think today by taking advantage of dropshipping so we can quickly and easy get on the path to building a really amazing store. Now that's why today I want to take you down this hypothetical journey of starting today, going through some of the steps that it would take to start now to scale it from complete zero to going to 1 million and beyond. Now, as a senior, let's just say you just started in freshman college, you have a job, but you're not making enough money to start a store. Most people in this scenario would say, wait a few years till you build up some side income. Now that's fine, but the problem with this is you can start a store with literally $100 to your name. And number two, most people will go past 10 years, they'll never actually start. And then 10 years down the line, they'll have some more responsibilities, and guess what? They'll never actually start today. Now, the first thing I want you guys to do is literally start today. You can literally get on a 14-day free trial to make up your mind without having to pay a penny. And let's say you get to day 13 and you're not happy with the store, cancel the store. Now, it's not rocket science, but ideally you want to be finishing the store within a week. Because remember, because we want to make mistakes fast when we're starting out, because you guys are going to make mistakes fast because you're brand new. And it's crucial we get these out of the way fast so we can only focus on what's actually working. Now, the second thing I want you guys to do is find somebody on YouTube you trust. Now, it doesn't have to be me, but whoever that person is, just stick to that person and relentlessly watch all they do, watch all their content, and just focus on that one person. Because the problem with most people when they start, they go on this person, they watch this person, they watch this person, and they might all be correct, but you can't just hop between each creator. You want to just stick to one thing, watch all their videos, and that's going to get you there in the fastest possible time. Now, step 3, work on your store. Make it look professional and real. Now, there's so many spammy stores out there, fake crappy timers, fake reviews. Do not do this. Customers have got a lot smarter and these simply just don't convert. Now, what's sad about this is people actually think this does make a difference and it makes a positive difference, and it really does not. Every time I'm doing some product research and I see these crappy little countdown timers, I just want to strangle the store owners because it's just such a negative impact on conversion rates, and you're going to do so much better by just simply deleting these. Now, don't let this scare you. Your site doesn't have to look amazing. We just want something that's clean and loads fast. We can make all the nitty-gritty changes later, but on this step we just want to focus on getting the store created, because a lot of people at this stage will just simply create a store and they'll just never come back to it. You create a store fast, ideally within a week, you're going to be so much further down the road than millions of people that have just never got started. Now, at this stage, I want you to go and find some products for the store, because we need products to actually sell to the customers on this dropshipping store. Now, if you remember what I said before about just sticking to one creator, what I advise you guys to do is start with a general store. There's many reasons why. You should not be doing one product stores or even niche stores because you simply don't know what works yet. On this step, you want to aim for 20 to 30 products to test in this store. Now, this is enough to find a couple of winners at the start with average product research. Now, notice how I said average there, because guess what? When you're starting out, guess what you're going to be? You're going to be average. So we have to compare of what's average. But as we could progress, find more winning products, you're going to get smarter and smarter and smarter. And then the next time you add 20 to 30 products, our win rate should be much higher. Now, if you're advertising your products through Google Ads, primarily Google Shopping at the start, now this is what I recommend you do at the start. I can't stress that enough. We're going to take our winners that generated 3 profitable sales from our initial test campaign out of that 20 to 30 products, and we're going to create something which called an SPC. Now, in a nutshell, all that means is single product campaign, SPC. Now, what does that mean? It's a more optimized campaign. We can start managing it further. We can start putting more budget into that, because if we put more budget into something that's producing us more profit, guess what? Our profit's going to go up, and we want to keep scaling that. And that's going to give us even more sales and even more profit. Guess what you guys are going to do next? Yep, you guessed it. We're going to repeat this whole cycle. Now, we should have at least 3 winners out of our 20 to 30 initial test. Guess what we're going to do now? We're going to be a little bit smarter, just like I said. We're going to add 20 to 30 more products, put them in initial test. We're going to get 2 to 3 back. Ideally a little bit more, because like I said, you should be a little bit smarter. But if we just get back 2 to 3, now we should have 4 to 6 SPCs are producing us a bunch of profit every single day. And these are going to pay tenfold for the products that didn't do too well in the initial test campaign. And this is really what I like to call the flywheel effect. Now the goal at any point is to have at least 20 SBCs plus that are just super hyper profitable machines. And by doing this, you should be aiming close to 6 figures a month, if not a little bit more. Now it's going to depend on many factors like your margins of your products, your search volume, how you handle customer refunds, but overall just keeping your expenses low, you should be at that 6 figure a month mark by now. Typically what I expect from my general stores margins are usually 30 to 35% profit. I get a lot of questions at this stage. It's always like, Jake, will Amazon FBA, they handle all the customer support, VA, fulfillment, etc. And yes, this is true, but keep in mind the fees on those things are ridiculous, and not to mention you have to actually physically buy stock and ship them to them. So how on earth are you going to have 1,000 units plus on our 20 to 30 initial products campaign? Who's going to pay for that? Let alone there's no actual customer database, meaning I can't remarket to these initial customers or even people that added to cart. Now look, I might be a little bit biased here, but just know, don't go down that route unless you want tiny margins, upfront costs, then sure, go ahead. Now what's next? Ideally you should be at 100k a month just with this general store minimum in sales. Now there's 3 options we can take at this point. Number 1, we can keep doing what we're doing, keep rinsing and repeating, a perfectly fine choice to make. Now number 2 would be open up a niche store in one of the products that's already working, or you could open a few. For example, if you're selling a couple of pet products in this general store, go down the route of opening down a pet store with a strong domain. And what this is going to do, it's going to increase margins upwards of 50% because you have more authority, you're going to have a more branded store, and you're only going to be spending money on really these pet products, so there shouldn't be much ad spend and waste when testing. Or number 3, and that's what I would fully recommend, is do both. So on that pet store, you can create that. You've also got your general store that keeps pumping out winners and pumping out more winners, so you can potentially go and create other one product stores or other niche stores. That's really the best option to do, because I always recommend having a general store to test products while you're going relentlessly in other stores. Now I've done this so many times. For example, in my watch store, we had a store, we did 100k in 100 days, and then I transitioned to a watch store. One of the watches was doing super well in a general store, I transitioned. Now if you want to see that, you can go and buy the course link below. I'm not trying to sell you, but I'm just going to show you, what exactly we do. Obviously I can't reveal that right now in this video. Now by doing this step 3, or by choosing option 3, you're really going to come stoppable and nobody can really touch you. Now as time goes on, all I really want you to do is keep rinsing and repeating. Notice how it becomes a sort of stepping stone here. And by doing this, you should be in the ballpark of 200k in sales a month. And really, what is the bias behind all of this? The fair point is you just started today. That's all you really did. Now I want to also talk about some misconceptions with dropshipping. Now I hear this all the time. Why would anyone buy from my site when they could go on Amazon? And that's a fair point from someone that's really outside the world of dropshipping. And I thought that a lot too when I first started out. But once you make your first sale, you really start to understand why people come to you. And they're still going to go to Amazon, by the way. They're still going to go to eBay, but there's plenty of pie for everybody in this space, because I'm ranking next to Amazon all the time in my general stores. And I've got a couple of students in my course that are ranking right next to Amazon all the time. And we're both getting sales here. The difference is people come to Google, they see our products and they buy, right? A lot of people won't go to Google, let's get that straight. A lot of people go straight to Amazon and buy, and we'll never get a chance. But like I said, there's millions and millions of searches for these products, and millions of people are coming to Google, seeing our product, they're clicking the ad, it's resonating, and they're checking out. Think about it, you're yourself and you're typing in something on Google. Now you might never have done this, you might just strictly like Amazon, and that's absolutely fine. You're just one of those people that will never buy on Google Shopping. But for a majority of the people, they'll go on Google, they'll type in our product, they'll see our ad. They won't even know it's an ad for the first place, they'll just see a product, they'll click on it, it'll go to our website. And if our website resonates well with the product, which it should, guess what's going to happen? They're going to convert. Now really all that's happening with this misconception is it's just people that gave up or never actually started in dropshipping that just automatically think that this is true when there's thousands of us doing 100k a month minimum. The goal here is simply rinsing and repeating, getting better and better at your craft, getting better and better at your product research, getting better and better at running ads. And all of a sudden you're in the game for a couple of years, you look around at all your peers that are still in their 95 with no net worth to their name, and you have a general store and niche stores that's pumping hundreds of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of pounds every single month, not to mention all the skills you've learned in the process. And that's it. You know, surround yourself with positive people. You know, you're going to lose friends along the way. I've lost a lot of friends by pursuing this sort of dropshipping dream dropshipping journey, but I've also made a lot of new ones that I'd much rather have anyways. Because what I've realized is the friends I had before were just not the right friends. They just didn't see the light. I hate to say this, and it feels really cliche to say, but you honestly are the average of your 5 friends. So I did try and surround myself with people that are way higher than me, so I could see what they were doing, and as long as I could just get a little bit of their pie, I would be way better than where I was. And that's really all you want to do. You want to not ditch your friends, but you're going to start realizing your friends are going to start popping off, but that's fine. You're going to find people in this dropshipping niche, like me for example, and you're going to start surrounding yourself with people like us, and that's going to motivate you to keep going because you started today. The problem with dropshipping is you hear all these stories of people starting a store, spending $50 in ads, they cutting the store, they cutting the ad account, and they just go back to their normal life and never even speak of it. Generally what you want to do at this stage is you want to ask these people, how long did you run the store? Can you show me the products? Can you show me what you did? And the odds are the vast majority of these people that had these stores for a week and they tested the product on Facebook ads for maybe free plus shipping, and you kind of know the answer already. Dropshipping is such an easy way for complete beginners to get going along, as long as you follow the correct steps. There's truly no barrier to entry with this. Now, it's not like stocks, real estate, or even crypto where you need money to make money. And don't get me wrong, I love them. Heck, I've got 2 houses right now. I've got over 500k in crypto alone, but I didn't always start there. Like, I took the money from dropshipping and I put these in these investments, and they're producing me money as well. But all the money came from dropshipping. If I just went straight to crypto, what am I going to do? Come and buy some Bitcoin $100? Like, I'll maybe double my money eventually, but the problem with that is you need money to make money. So make money first and then put it in these investment vehicles, because you don't get, Bitcoin's not going to give you some return on investment like dropshipping can. You can put $100 and you can scale a store up to 100k, just like we did. You're not going to get that with, a rental apartment, for example, right? Anyways, I hope this one helped you out to show you what's possible. If you have any questions on this or anything on future videos you want me to do, drop them in the comments below. I'm always answering in the first hour. But honestly, dudes, start today. I know there's a lot of people just on the fence. Start today. 6 months, 1 year down the line, you're going to regret not starting. I promise you that, because I did. I wasted so many years. So start today. Hope this one helped you out, and peace out.